What's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of That Boy ETV. You already know, man, we are back on Mortal Kombat, and yesterday was Quan Day, which means we got some patch notes, and I'm going to go over the character-specific adjustments for both the main roster and cameos, and I'll go ahead and highlight anything else that is necessary, but I will have the link down in the description to the full patch notes for you to check out for yourself, man. So let's get into this. The first thing I'm gonna highlight is for online, and they have that during ranked matchmaking, you are now presented with information about the match connection with the option to decline before proceeding. So we finally got our Wi-Fi/ping filter. Thank God. I'm tired of playing people with these laggy connections, man. Now on to the meat and potatoes. Let's hit up the main roster. Starting with Baraka, they fixed incorrect animation occurring if opponent is hit by air-enhanced blade sparks and does not perform any actions after wake-up. General Shao, they fixed planted axe appearing in the background briefly when General Shao is hit by certain attacks. And they adjusted audio when Fury Strikes hits. Geras, they fixed a rare issue that could cause Geras to not teleport after hitting a main fighter in cameo with inevitable at the same time. And Havik fixed incorrect animations occurring if opponent is hit by enhanced helping hand and does not perform any actions after wake up, man. So with this first group of people here, it seems like they just fixed a lot of animation things. Not too many buffs here, just a whole bunch of fixes that should have already been in the game. Moving on. We got Johnny Cage. When show-off parry occurs, combo damage scaling is no longer reset and correctly applied. Fixed a rare issue with Fatal Blow, which could cause his cameo to become stuck on screen if interrupted by Reiko's enhanced assassin throwing stars with specific timing. So with Johnny Cage, his Fatal Blow got some scaling on there. Now that it no longer resets, it shouldn't do as much damage. Kenshi, they fixed a visual issue that could cause sword clipping when using toward throw with Kano cameo or Scorpion cameo. Kitana, they fixed a visual issue that could cause fan clipping when using toward throw with Kano cameo or Scorpion cameo. And Kung Lao, adjusted invulnerability window after the attack of Fatal Blow successfully hits. So again, we got just some more visual issues mostly that are being changed outside of Johnny Cage, and Kung Lao had the invulnerability window. Nothing too serious here. Let's keep it moving. We got Li Mei. Interrupting Sky Lantern at a specific timing will no longer sometimes allow two lanterns to be active at the same time. Liu Kang. They fixed a rare visual issue that could occur when Dragon Tail is reflected. And Mileena. They fixed a rare issue that could allow teleport down to move Mileena outside the maximum distance between players in certain circumstances. So, once again, it seems like this patch is mostly fixing visual issues and small little animations and little things that shouldn't actually happen, like with Li Mei and the Sky Lanterns. Alright, next up, we got Nitara. They fixed a rare issue that could cause the game to appear unresponsive for a short time when performing Taste of Blood Brutality. They fixed a rare issue that could cause air dark plunge hit animation to stall in the air briefly. They fixed Bloody Bolt sound using wrong audio channel when near corners. And they fixed rare visual issues that could occur with wings when the brutality is performed on Nitara. And then my boy Raiden, all they did was adjust invulnerability window after the attack of a Fatal Blow successfully hits. So once again, with Nitara, it's primarily fixing rare issues, but it's audio issues and visual issues with Nitara. And Raiden, just the invulnerability window after it hits. Nothing too serious so far with any of these adjustments yet for the main roster at least. Now we got Rain. They adjusted gravity scaling on Rain God when it is used for the first time in a combo, which is great, meaning you can actually use it to combo more. And performing Sektor cameo up rocket will no longer sometimes destroy water shield, which is great. I'm surprised. I don't even see why that was a thing. Reiko fixed charging pain and pain knee recovery, changing if the opponent has a cameo was performing certain actions. So Rain actually got some good adjustments here with the gravity allowing him to do more combos and finally allowing him to play Sektor without have to worry about, his water shield being destroyed. Reiko here, not really sure, but hey, they fixed him, so that's a buff. Reptile. They fixed the issue that could cause dash attack, follow-up attack to miss against an opponent near the edge of the arena. Devastating blow. When held, can now be canceled into cameo summon attack. Dash attack, follow-up attack no longer enables auto block. Force Ball will no longer sometimes be able to hit Sub-Zero's Ice Clone charge after it has disappeared. So your Force Ball with Sub-Zero was kind of weird. I remember seeing Honeybee play Sub-Zero and the Force Ball was just killing him. Distance between fighters, audio accessibility setting now works correctly with invisibility. So some good changes here, Reptile. I'm surprised they did so much, but hey, always good that they're buffing some of the characters who are not considered top. So I'm always good for that, man. And Shang Tsung, they fixed a rare visual issue that could occur when winning a match while morphed into the opponent. So with Shang Tsung, just some visual changes, nothing special. Now, we got Sindel, and she has a whole bunch of stuff. So Lindell, her air levitate will no longer sometimes be disabled for an extended period if a breaker is used on Sindel in specific situations. They fixed the issue with the opponent getting stuck for a short duration after performing a breaker against Cartwheel in the corner. They fixed the issue that allowed for finish him/finish her to become extended past the time limit by repeatedly using air levitate in a combo. Thank God, now we don't have to sit there for 25 minutes while you air combo me to death. Fixed a rare situation where a combo counter could be reset during breaker denied. Fixed an issue that could cause excessive sliding to occur if special moves are performed at specific timing after landing from air levitate cancel. And the cameo meter HUD will change colors when Sindel takes control of the opponent's cameo using Enhanced Queen's Command. I'm really happy about that last one because I never really know when she has control of mine when I do play against a Sindel. So this will definitely help with that. Now, we got Smoke. They fixed a rare issue that could cause Enhanced Smoke Bomb to not perform the final attack when its armor was broken with specific timing. Sub-Zero, his Spinal Tap now cancels a frame earlier and has one more active frame on the second attack. So that's a buff and a nerf in the same attack. The enhanced Ice Clone can now be performed for 1 bar of meter, and then further enhanced to leave 2 additional clones for an additional bar of meter, otherwise leaving only 1 clone that lasts for a longer time. Depending on how this looks, I believe you can put multiple clones up. I'm going to have to go into practice. I'm going to go into practice and try it, and then I'll probably put a little video down so y'all can see exactly how this works. Okay, so here we are in practice mode, and basically his Ice Clone is you can now choose whether or not you want to have the original version up there, if you get what I'm saying. So basically the basic enhanced version looks like this, where it's just 1 Ice Clone, and then if you want to do the new buff, I guess, it looks like this, where you can do the original one for enhanced version to get all 3. If you want to, I guess, be stylish, but let's be honest, nobody uses this anyway, man, so not really sure about all this. But we got Tanya. They fix incorrect animation occurring if opponent is hit by Air Enhanced Heavenly Hand and does not perform any actions after wake up. They fix audio planning issue that could occur when back throw was used near some edges of arenas. So Tanya just got some audio and animation corrects. Smoke got a correction on a Smoke Bomb, and Sub-Zero, I'm going to have to go in there and look about the Ice Clone because it looks like, I feel like you can have multiple ones, so I'm going to have to go in there and look, man. And then finally, we got Omni-Man, and his is juicy for the main roster. So Omni-Man, they adjusted invulnerability window after the attack of Fatal Blow successfully hits. They fixed a rare issue that could cause the opponent to instantly recover while blocking when using a Cameo Ambush and Invincible Rush or Giblet Maker at the same time under certain circumstances. They fixed the issue that could cause the opponent to be punished when using Air Fly Away when at full screen. Fixed an issue that could prevent Cameo Ambushes from executing if the button was pressed multiple times while using Vulture Stance. So if you're over there mashing the Cameo button, that's probably why it wasn't working, because you're over there mashing it. They fixed a rare visual issue where Omni-Man could briefly appear at an incorrect location after using Invincible Rush. Vitramite Stance Air Teleport to ward and Air Cancel inputs are now the same as the ground versions. Vitramite Stance can no longer sometimes linger for extended durations when the round is over. Holding forward when Vichimon stance duration runs out will no longer teleport towards to occur instead of a cancel. They fix honorable death final attack not working correctly if some long juggled combos near the edge of the arena. They fix incorrect animations occurring if the honorable death follow-up attack does not hit the opponent. They fix several visual issues that could occur when Invincible Rush hits a cameo. Interrupting back throw at a certain timing will no longer sometimes cause the camera to look at Omni-Man very high in the air. Giblet Maker Brutality no longer sometimes use the wrong blood color. And they fix several situations that could occur, incorrect fast animations to occur. So, Omni-Man got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm glad. Please let me know, any Omni-Man players, down in the comments how this affects him. I don't like him personally myself, but hey, let me know how he plays, man. So now we're about to get into these cameos, baby. And we're going to start up with that boy Cyrax. The Cybernet now drains meter from the opponent while they are trapped until they are hit or released. And Cybernet no longer does an alternate hit reaction when does as a wake up or reversal, man. So this is a great buff for Cyrax with the meter drain on the net. This will give it more reason to be used. I see some people just kind of throw it out. I don't see people get caught by it very often, but hey, this is always welcome because Cyrax definitely got nerfed into the ground. Now we got Darrius. They added heel turn, a new ambush attack that can only be performed when the opponent is knocked down or about to land after being hit. Eat dirt can now be delayed for a slightly longer duration. After executing the double whammy, the recharge delay is slightly shorter and the recharge rate has been increased. After executing double Dagon kick, the recharge delay is slightly shorter and the recharge rate has been increased. After executing twister kicks, the recharge delay is shorter. And after executing volley ballistic, the recharge rate has been increased. So Darrius got nothing but buffs. So we have buffs for Cyrax and buffs for Darrius, man. Never really used Darrius. Don't see him that much. And even when I do see him as a cameo, I maybe see him once or twice during the whole match. So anyone who uses Darrius, look, I know you're happy because there's nothing but buffs, 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 baby. Now, let's move on. We got Frost. After executing volley ballistics, the recharge rate has been increased. So we got a buff there. Goro. After executing volley ballistic, the recharge rate has been increased. The third hit of Punch Walk now recovers 5 frames faster and causes 10 more frames of block stun with increased pushback on block. Wow. Punch Walk no longer has an extended recovery for the main fighter if Goro is interrupted, man. Well, look, man, these Goro buffs sound fucking amazing. I think we're about to see a shit ton of Goros, especially with them Kung Laos, and that's always great, man. I'm tired of seeing goddamn Sareenas, so hopefully Goro steps it up, man. Now, let's talk about a cameo that I care about, my boy Kano, dog. And Kano, we got buffs, baby. Kano's eye laser is now a mid, no longer a high, thank you, Lord. And does 10 more damage and does increased damage on block. And they fixed a rare issue that could cause eye laser to start up to not work correctly in the corner, man. So look, I'm about to start having to use that laser finally, man, because that shit is now definitely a problem. And with his reversal wake up being the laser, I guess I'm gonna have to try to use that against a projectile, because using it to try to reverse an actual person attacking you is pretty stupid. But anyway, let's move on. We got the Kung Lao cameo. They increased the Buzzsaw main fighter recovery on block by 5 frames. So they didn't do anything with the recovery time or the recharge rate. So we're going to have to see how this looks with the increased recovery for the fighter on block. So we'll have to see. Motaro. After executing Reflect and moving Reflect, the recharge rate has been increased. After executing Tail Shot, the recharge delay has slightly shorter and the recharge rate has been increased. They adjusted tail shot collision size and it now causes 10 more frames of block stun with increased pushback on block, man. So it looks like this patch is really, really buffing the cameos, especially the ones we don't see, like Motaro and Darrius very often. Now, Sareena. Kaya's blades will no longer sometimes still return after they are destroyed. What? What do you mean after they are destroyed? I don't, that's a little weird right there. It says that there's sometimes they will no longer return after sometimes destroyed. I don't. How do you destroy her blades? Somebody please explain that to me down in the comments. How do you destroy the blades? Not understanding what that means. So now we got the Scorpion cameo. After executing Get Over Here, the recharge delay is slightly shorter, and the recharge rate has been increased. Hell's Blades recovers 16 frames faster on block and 5 frames faster on miss. So Scorpion cameo, once again, all these cameos are getting buffs, man. I love this. That means all these cameos should start being used a little bit more, and we should start seeing a lot more variety. Sektor, the flamethrower, first hit starts up 5 frames faster and has 10 more frames of block stun with less pushback on block. And the flamethrower second hit now has up block vulnerability, comes out on block or miss, and has 10 more frames of block stun with increased pushback on block, man. So again, nothing but buffs for these cameos. I'm loving it. I am loving it. Now we got Shujinko. They increased base health value to 400. It's up from 300. Mimic smoke invisibility will no longer sometimes not be removed if hit during certain timing during activation. Shujinko will no longer be able to pass through the opponent if the Kenshi and Shujinko mirror match when copycat is used by both players at the same time. They fix incorrect hit reaction being used when Omni-Man copycat is interrupted. The cameo meteor HUD will change color when Shujinko is morphed into the opponent's cameo versus Shang Tsung. So Shujinko, once again, we got some buffs here for him. Hopefully I start seeing him because I don't see this dude at all. I don't see anyone playing him. Let me know if y'all run into Shujinko players because I definitely don't. Now we got Sonya. The leg grab has up block and vulnerability and recovers 18 frames faster on block or miss. Energy rings is now hits mid, has slightly increased damage scaling, and increased main fighter recovery on block by 5 frames. And energy rings when fully charged has a different hit reaction with slightly increased damage scaling, man. So again, more buffs for Sonya, and it's great, man. Like I said, I want to start seeing way more cameos than just basically Sareena. You know, the basic Sareena and Kung Lao. Those are the two ones I see the most. So moving on, we got Stryker. And a fixed visual issue with cuffed that could occur when hitting an opponent at maximum range from main fighter or near the edge of the arena. And last but not least, we got that boy Tremor. And they increased base health to 400, which is up from 300. They fixed an issue that could prevent crystal armor from being broken after being hit 5 times. They fixed various issues with crystal armor functionality when it is broken before the duration runs out. They fixed recovery inconsistencies between main fighters when executing Rock Punch and Rock Punch Upper Crust. Fixed visual issues with when Tremor exits from performing several attacks. And Cameo UI now shows the correct variation when Shujinko morphs into Tremor or when Sindel hypnotizes Tremor with enhanced Queen's Command, bro. So again, we got another buff for that boy Tremor. After he dropped, not gonna lie, never really saw him a few times, but nothing serious, man. So far, the main roster, it seems like they just got a lot of visual changes, animation changes, and audio changes. Very few buffs in the main roster. The meat and potatoes of this patch is definitely in the cameos with all the buffs for everybody, and it's amazing. I want to see how the Kung Lao thing works. I'm going to check out Sub-Zero in the practice. Hopefully I did that and put the video in earlier for you guys. And I'm glad they finally got the Wi-Fi and ping filter, man. Finally, quality of life changes that we all need. But as you know, this once again has been a patch notes video. Quan is actually out as well. I went into practice. He is a mix-up machine, so I might actually try to pick him up before Takeda, because Takeda was the next person I'm going to pick up, but we're going to see about Quan, man. But, hey, it's been another commentary video for the patch notes, and as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at that boy ETV. Down in the description, I have links to them patch notes. Go ahead and check out the full ones for yourself, man. I'm out. Peace.